All right, welcome to Tarot in White Oracle, where we get into the cloud to see what we see. This is the Aquarius, you versus them. Remember, I read for current energy, and as it flows over the next 30 days, you are the captain of your ship. You can move slower, faster, slow down, course correct, or stop the ship altogether. I do read for soul tribe, soulmate, soul twin, and karmic soul tribe, soulmate, and soul twin. And as I was meditating, I was hearing a lot of crows, which is interesting because I also drew out a crow. We'll get into that. And of course, I was also feeling the phrase, the energy between us, something about the energy between us, and it's really strong. And also I was hearing the song, there's your trouble, seeing double with the wrong one, and you can see he loves you, you can see she doesn't, but he just keeps holding on. That's your trouble. If you know the lyrics, you can write it down. I'm sure I butchered some of them, but something about not seeing things clearly, holding on when you need to let go. Not necessarily that this person is the wrong one for you for your whole life. It may be the right person for you for your whole life, but that right now at this time, there's something that needs to be let go. So let's go ahead and dive into it a little bit more. I like to do some pre-shuffle, and then we'll do our feelings, our thoughts, our actions and wants as we go live. So I do get promise and seagull, which is all about the central energy, the soul's purpose, the universe's truth. So there feels like there's some sort of strong emotional bond. Yeah, in the meditation I was getting energetic, something very strong energetically. And here in the drawing, there's something strong emotionally. There's some sort of unspoken or spoken contract or promise between the two of you that feels energetically like you two are pulled together. But there's also an energy around self-preservation, survival, being in survival mode, those survival templates. That is also a soul lesson. One or both of you, I feel like this energy is the one that's learning more about the lessons around being in survival mode and learning to get out of fear and into being fearless. But it's also something that this side also needs to learn. They're learning, this is a soul lesson, usually for both of you, but one of you more so, around this connection. This bond is allowing you to grow out of fear into love, into freedom, out of survival mode. So the reoccurring themes that I get in the energy have to do with escaping and beginning. So it's like someone escapes, someone runs away, someone blocks, pushes, someone avoids, and there's a new beginning. There's a new direction. There's starting over. There's an ending, and then there's a new beginning. There's an ending, and then there's a new beginning, and there's more escaping. So it feels like this is a cycle that this connection goes through. The hidden energy underneath it all was soulmate. So this feels like a strong soulmate or karmic soulmate, soul twin or karmic soul twin connection, deep love, unity, overall. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the Aquarius and then Aquarius's person. And remember, you can flip the energy if you need to. That's completely normal, natural. Take what resonates and leave the rest. The vulture and the asphodel. So this is an energy, you know, it's a little creepy. It's that vulture, right? It's when things are dead. And that's what this is. This is an energy around upheaval. Something has died. Something has ended. There's mourning, there's grief, there might even be some regret, but it plays a really important part in our ecosystem, the vultures, right? But also plays a very important part in relationships, in yourself's growth, in the relationship's growth. So something has ended, something has, you know, it might be in the recent past, or it could be right now. For some of you, it might be over the course of the next 30 days, where this feels like some sort of ending, maybe a new beginning will be coming around the corner. So if someone was escaping something and something blew up in your face, this is an energy of upheaval, ruin, and you're wanting to clear all the rubble and start again. But this came out in the reverse. So for many of you, you might be trapped in that cycle of grief, unable to heal or change. You might feel overwhelmed. Or feel like you don't have the resources you need to resolve the pain that you're going through. For others of you, it's like you need time to grieve. You need to take time to heal those wounds to be able to move forward. So there's something that feels very strong that ended between the two of you. And for many of you, it's going to be this connection, but for some of you, it might be something related, and we'll dive a little bit deeper to find out. I do get the crow and I get the star energy. So this is a 10, 15, 16, 17, or an 8. We also get that 8 power here. We'll talk about that in a second. So what's interesting is the aqua gets 2 birds, the vulture and the crow. I was hearing a lot of crows while I was in the meditation as well. So there's something very strong around air energy, which the aqua is in the mind space. But this energy is more beautiful, right? This energy is more around the death of something, the ending of something, the letting go of something. And again, for many of you, it might be the connection itself. For some of you, it's something within the connection that needs to be let go. There's a drastic death and rebirth of something. But we do have the crow energy, and this energy is all around, you know, your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities, your ability to see things that others can't see, to see the unseen. Of course, this animal also has a really strong memory and holds on to things very well because it remembers everything very well. We got a strong crow energy in our Gemini reading as well. Well, Gemini's person. So this energy is coming up in our air signs. I'm curious to see what we'll get with our Libra when we do that. So this energy is very spiritually oriented, seeing what others don't see, seeing the invisible. It's a strong psychic energy as well. So there's some sort of death, rebirth, transformative, and spiritually transformative feeling going on. We also get the star, which is also another strong energy around fate, destiny, what's meant to be, what's meant for you. This is the North Node. This is Aquarius energy. So this is showing up for yourself. The aqua in the mind, having a deep transformation of letting go, a death of something, a rebirth out of the ashes. This is a strong upheaval. Many of you have been through something very difficult in the relationship, in life. But you're tapping into those spiritual qualities. You're tapping into those psychic qualities. You're being able to, this is part of your growth. All right, so what I see for the other person, so this is going to be Aqua's person, is the goat and the willow. So this energy also came out, and it was really interesting because this is all around overcoming obstacles. And as I was diving deeper into this energy, this also is very much around loss or feeling down, feeling down or sad, or that you've had some sort of loss. Again, that was the energy that you feel from the vulture, right? There's something died, something was lost. But this energy is a bit more optimistic. This is like, I'm ready to overcome the obstacle. It's vitality, it's graceful. Even though there are losses before you that you're suffering, you're overcoming them with a renewed energy and the right balance, right? So obstacles appear in all of our lives, and there's an obstacle in front of this person, but they are looking at it with fresher eyes, right? They're like, I am up for the challenge. And they are ready to move forward, do what they need to do with a renewed energy to get over this loss. Now, these are perspective energies. So the aqua may be going through this, gaining this perspective from the connection, or this might be the perspective that they have of their person. And this energy may be from your person, or this is the perspective they have of you. So take it as it resonates for you. What I get for your person, Aqua, is the wolf in reverse. And we do get our Knight of Cups. So your person feels to me like this energy is very, they love family. They love being a part of the team, being a part of the pack. You know, this is a wounded warrior energy though, because it's in reverse. It can be a lone wolf energy. It can be doing things on your own, maybe too independent. Is what I'm getting from your person. This is, though, the Knight of Cups, which is a beautiful, but they are a giver. They've got a sweet heart. They want to give to you, to give to the connection. They want to be able to offer something in love, right? So let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. So to backtrack, we did get the 8 energy here in our Bread of Life. So this is our encouragement or advice from the Bread of Life. So this is Philippians 4:13. Oh, this has a value of 8, which is also the same value of our star. So this is strong energy that is saying there's going to be progression forward. It's not a strong emotional energy, but it's a strong energy that says there is progress forward. You are making progress. And so focus on that. I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. So for those of you that like the Christ consciousness energy, you may be able to relate to that. So let's go ahead and dive further into what you are feeling. What is our Aquarius feeling? And the best, most useful information. Thank you, Divine Creator, for channeling guidance. And what is the most useful, beneficial information for what Aqua is feeling? All right, we get our Page of Cups in reverse. So there's a sense that the Aqua is feeling like they're not really sure that there's anything here. They're not really sure that love is showing up. They're not getting the apology. They're not getting the I love you. They're not getting any sort of indication that this person wants to give anything more in this. Even though I do feel in their energy they do, the Aqua is not receiving this message. Let's go ahead and see. We've got our Two of Swords reverse. So beautiful. This feels like unconditional love. This feels like, you know what, I love you no matter what. And this feels like energy that is decided, right? It's set forth. It's, because when it's this way, it's like conflicted. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what your intentions are. But this way, it's not fear anymore. It's love. Right? It's trying to see through the lens of love. So it's like, I'm not really getting the message of giving from you. I'm not getting the message of I'm sorry or I love you. I'm not getting the message of that you're giving to this. And maybe for many of you, you're in separation. But if you are together, it feels like you're still not getting. But there's a sense of, you know what, though? I've got unconditional love for you, or I've got a lot of love for you, and I have... you know, I'm not questioning your intentions, and I'm not conflicted inside. I'm not coming toward this in fear. I'm coming toward this in love, and I'm going to just try to see it through the eyes, through the lens of love, because it feels like a really strong energetic connection of soulmate or soul twin energy between you. So we do get the Knight of Swords. This energy can feel like bantering, playful words, some sort of intellectual, heavy conversations, but it can also be argumentative. It can also be, you guys might not be on the same page with the way you talk or the way you communicate. You might feel like you want to share a bunch of words with your person. You want to have, you know, this is writing in fast, right? But it can also be a feeling of like you're avoiding the conversations we need to have. Like, I want to talk, I want to get real with you, I want to have those serious conversations, but maybe you're escaping, avoiding, pushing, you know. But at the center, it's like your person, the Aqua, loves you. They're trying to see through the eyes of love, right? They're trying to see through the eyes of a decision to be made. They want a decision to be made here. Especially if there was an upheaval, an ending that occurred between you, or something that's really big between you that needs to be let go. So let's go ahead and look deeper into what your person is feeling. We do get our Nine of Pentacles. So this is energy around wanting to make something stable, secure, but it's not necessarily with you. It's not a coupling energy. It's more of an individualistic. It's focused on themselves, their stability, their strength, their independence, which we got from the Wolf reverse energy as well. Let's see what else your person is feeling. This is in the current energy and as it moves forward over the next 30 days. 5 of Cups. All right, so your person is like releasing regrets or guilt around this. It's like, I'm not going to have any more guilt or regrets of our past or of my past, and I'm just going to let that go. And I'm going to, you know, it's a strong energy of a loss, again, and letting go of the loss. So it's like your person feels a strong loss here, and so do you. But it feels like your person, or this side of the energy, is working through that more with bravery, or ready to overcome, ready to release what feels bad and not hold on to it. Whereas this side of the energy feels like you're almost there, but maybe you're holding on to it a bit more with that vulture energy. You know, you're circling over that death. You're circling over that again and again and reviewing it. And where this person is ready to jump over it. So what's really interesting too is you, Aqua, got the bird and bird symbolism over here, and your person has the goat jumping and the horse jumping. So there's interesting symbolism going on both sides that are very different. It's like you are in your mind, you are circling the problem or circling the ending, and your person is like, let's go, let's jump, let's get through this. So let's go ahead and look at one more. Let's get one more energy for feelings. What is your person feeling in the current energy as it plays out over the next 30 days? Okay, the 8 of Pentacles. So this is hard work. So this is like your person is trying to let go of the loss, the feeling of loss, focusing on their money, very money oriented, hard working, got themselves into just hard work, making the money, feeling like I'm good enough, I've got enough, and I'm establishing my kingdom. This is, you know, a mini Empress energy. So this is like a mini divine feminine tapping into that independence, taking care of themselves, nurturing themselves kind of energy. So it doesn't feel very focused on the connection or you, whereas you feel more like the Aqua is feeling more like the loss of what's not showing up, and wondering about the communications, or if you're communicating, or if you guys are arguing, if you're even on the same page, or missing that sense of banter between you. But we have some sort of trying to see all of this through the eyes of love. And there's something fated here. There's something divine, divine timing here. There's a sense of showing up for yourself as well, and tapping into the unseen things, your psychic abilities. And there's just that one energy that is like circling around the ending, circling around what you need to let go. And of course, our Page of Cups is reversed here. So this energy is all around that, you know, focusing on what you don't have from the other person. Let's see, what is the perception? So what is Aqua perceiving from this connection or their person? Remember, this isn't necessarily the truth, it's just how they're perceiving. So we do get the Tower energy. So this is when things are built on faulty foundations, they need to be destroyed and be rebuilt on stronger and firmer foundations. And so they might be perceiving this connection or you as something that is always ending and being rebuilt, and ending and being rebuilt. Or we do get endless cycles from our encouragement energy over here, which we'll go over towards the end of the reading. So the 9 of Cups. So something feels like a wish, a dream come true, but there's like a lack of devotion to it. There's a feeling of, are you devoted to this? Or am I over here doing it all on my own or by myself? And we're going to move this up. And let's get one more. All right, so this came out in the future, the 6 of Wands. So this is victory. So it's like in the, I was going to say the back of your mind, but it's really more like in the future part of your mind, especially when we get this seeing the unseen and psychic energy here and what's fated and destiny. It feels like we're going to be victorious. This connection will be victorious. For many of you, that might be union. For some of you, or coming back together. For others of you, it might be whatever we're going through, this big, serious thing that we need to let go of. It's like, we're going to get through this. But for some of you, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean a union per se with the other person. It's more like whatever this is, whatever the purpose of the connection has been for you. It's like, I've got victory on it. I'm victorious no matter what, whether we're together or not together, because I'm gaining and learning and growing what I need to from this, through this, and I'm going to be victorious. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get for your person. How does your person perceive this connection? You know, and we do have the endless cycles, the beginnings, new beginnings, escaping, a new beginning, and then the tower energy here, and a lot of fate and destiny, and divine timing. So it's really interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4 energies around timing, cycles, the ending and beginnings of things. No, sorry, 5, because this one is also about that too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies around the cycles between you. So it feels like you guys go through a lot of cycles. Separation together, separation together. Let's see what we get for, or there's a lot of cycles that you repeat within the connection again and again. All right, we got a 3 of Cups for perception. So our 6 of Pentacles reversed, our 2 of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to take that as a side note, and I wanted to see what else your person is perceiving. Okay, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the 10 of Wands in the upright. Okay, so it's a little similar. All right. So what I see, your person is perceiving you, or this connection currently, as they might be seeing you as someone who's having a good time, having fun, out and about, maybe going out on dates. If you guys are in separation, if you're together, they might feel like, you know, maybe you're being flirty, or maybe you're talking with other people, spending a lot of time with your friends, family. It may be spending a lot of time in work. They might suspect or think that, oh, do you have someone on the side? This is a very social energy. So they're perceiving you as being social, or spending time, it could be away from them, or especially if you're in separation, it's like, oh, this person's going out on dates, this person's having a good time. You know, if you're in the connection, you're spending too much time at work, or you're spending a lot of time with your friends, or you have someone on the side. They are perceiving this connection, or you though, like, but you're not making anything happen, right? You're not actually cheating. You're not flirting, or you're not flirting too much. You know, this is more of, you're staying true to you. You're staying true to the connection. You're not doing anything against that. I do get the 10 of Wands energy as well. So, and then the 2 of Pentacles reversed wanted to come out in the beforehand, as well as the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So it feels like your person is feeling like, or seeing this connection as, or seeing you and this connection as something that is very overwhelming. Like, it can cause burnout in them, or this connection is burning them out, or they perceive you as someone who is getting burnt out. But I feel like for most of you, this is the connection itself. Like, they feel like this connection is burning them out, or they get burnt out from this. They are overwhelmed in the connection, or there's a sense of that, like, it's hard for them to balance themselves and the connection, or they see you this way, like they might be perceiving you as having a lot on your plate and trying to juggle too much, and you are overwhelmed and burnt out. There's a sense of imbalance, a strong imbalance, a strong overwhelm. But the 10 is putting all that down, right? It's all about, but I'm about to clear all that energy out. I'm about to put an end to all of that. So for many of you, that might be around something in the connection where your person is feeling like, or feeling like you are putting something down that has been very heavy between you, that's been causing exhaustion. So that's one group of you. For the other group of you, this is around the connection itself. It's just this connection itself is very emotionally exhausting, burning them out, and they are putting it down. They're trying to get through the loss of this connection as well as you, and they're trying to do their best to move forward. So right now we're going into wants. What does the Aquarius want from the connection, from their person? Yeah, so for many of you, this is an ending that took place in the recent past or current or over the next 30 days. Your person is wanting to focus on the future, to focus on the growth, whether that's with this connection or without this connection. For many of you, it's what this connection has taught them, but you're no longer in the connection, because the 10 of Swords is a strong separation, a painful ending, again, a loss, which we get from this energy and this energy. And the 10 is, again, a repetition of the 10 of Wands here, which is a very strong, painful ending. This is an exhaustive ending, a burnout energy of ending. But again, another ending. We've got an ending, beginnings and endings. The Tower, ending, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. So much of that is coming through here. There's like one cycle after another, whether it's in separation and union, or it's just cycles repeated constantly within your connection. But I see that the Aqua, it's like they want to grow from this painful loss, this painful ending, or this painful letting go of something within the connection that constantly repeats. It's like they want a healing from that. They want to let go of the loss, the pain of that. They want to grow. They want to expand from that. And they want then to have something solid, something that's more grounded. This isn't marriage. This isn't even having a house together, but this is like something that's solid and grounded, exclusive, maybe even living together kind of energy. Coming together, being together, some sort of commitment. Like they want that after all is said and done, whether it makes sense with this person or not, whether you're going to be going through another cycle again or coming back together. I feel for many of you, you are in separation or you're going towards separation. What does your person want? All right, we do get our 5 of Swords. And our Hierophant. Wow, okay. What does your person want, Aqua? All right, we have the Chariot. So your person might get stuck up in their head, right? Those negative cycles that go round and round in their mind. There's a sense of, that bogging them down. Or maybe something in this connection, in their mind, they can't let something go. And they just want to free their mind up. We do get the Hierophant reverse and the Chariot reverse. So it's like there's a sense, again, we get this, the horse jumping, the goat jumping. A lot of that coming out on their side. But they want to be able to get out of the stagnation, the being stuck. They want to move forward. right? They want to see the bright of the next day. They want to turn that wheel into and moving forward. They want to free themselves up from feeling rigid or restricted, or feeling like, you know, there's a sense of, in the upright, you know, of having to do everything right, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, following all the rules. It's like they want to be freed up from that. They don't want their mind space to be bogged down by all the rigidness, strictness. There might be a perfectionism, a quality that they have, and they want to free up their mind. They want to feel free. Again, we get this energy here from the very beginning, which is all around going out of fear toward love, going out of survival mode toward freedom. So there's a sense of growth that they are going through, needing to go through from this connection that feels repeated here in what they want. They want that freedom. They want to not feel stuck. And they want to feel like they can move forward. So let's go ahead and dive into what we get for actions. Well, before we dive into actions, let's go ahead and draw for the most significant event that will be occurring between the two of you in the current energy over the next 30 days. The most significant event that is important to know. All right, we do get strength, the Tet energy. So this energy is all around knowing your courage, being courageous, being strong, knowing your boundaries, knowing your worth, fortifying your city, right? Fortifying yourself. There are walls around the city, and it feels like maybe this person has walls. So this energy is, the significant event is around those walls as well. You know, those walls that are around you, that are keeping you from connection, relationship. So there's a sense of being courageous, being strong, and breaking through those walls is the encouragement. And this is the major event over the next 30 days, which is really looking at those walls and really looking at your own strength and being courageous, right? And how do you want to show up for yourself, for your person, for connection in general? So let's go ahead and look deeper at actions. The Aquarius has our Knight of Coins. And we get our 8 of Coins. And the Hermit. So the Aquarius is going to move very slowly toward the things that they want. They're going to be very focused, a very steady pace, working very hard, focused on their work, their money, as well as what we saw, a repeated energy here of what your person is also feeling like, focusing on their money, building up their financial kingdom. And it looks like the Aqua is going to follow suit and really just move slowly toward the things that they need, they want, building up their finances, their career, their work, working hard. But I also see a lot of time being spent within, right? Going within, tapping into soul, into intuition. Because again, we get that spiritual, psychic energy from the crow. And so that's also repeated with the North Node energy, which is all about your fate, your destiny, what is meant for you in this life. So there's a sense of going inward and focusing on that as well. So it doesn't look like the actions over the next 30 days from the Aqua are really focused on outside. It looks like it's more focused on the inside, but there is the Knight of Coins, right? So that energy is wanting something solid and grounded, whether with this person or someone else. I see there's a lot of endings and new beginnings between you guys. So If you're in a separation, there may be another one coming around the corner, because we do see beginning energy here as a reoccurring theme, endless cycles, which we will get to in a second. And we do have divine timing and the Tower energy as well showing up. But the Tower really is about everything kind of crumbling, not necessarily coming back together right now. But there is that energy that things need to be dissolved, which is what we get from the Vulture as well. There's an upheaval because it needs to be built on solid ground. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into our actions for your person. So Aquarius's person's actions in the current energy over the next 30 days. We do get the Queen of Wands, the Magician. Wow, very beautiful. And Four of Cups. There it is. All right. So, but it is beautiful because these are first. So this is our divine masculine energy. Of course, the Star is a very soulmate, soul twin. This is a soulmate energy as well. Our Hierophant, of course, is our another soulmate energy. Queen of Wands, the Magician, is a twin flame divine masculine energy. This energy is very strong around being very capable, right? Tapping into your masculine side, doing what you need to do, feeling that intuitive and soul bond connection with your person, within yourself, with Source. Of course, preceding that, we get our Queen of Wands. So it's like the feminine side of the energy is also showing up for the soul contract, the soul lessons that need to be learned here. So this is really beautiful spiritual energy that I'm really glad to see on this side, because we didn't get much of that at all throughout the reading on this person's side. This was more about work, money. There is a strong loss that they're trying to get through, but they're focusing on the positive. They are open to giving love. They want to give love to this connection. It's a very young energy. It's not a very committed energy, a solid energy. This is not a reading for those who are in a marriage, but this does feel like something is always happening between you two, again and again, or cycles that you guys go through. And it feels more like this person is like more lone wolf, strength within themselves kind of energy. But we finally get some very spiritual energy. So over the course of the next 30 days, from mid-February to mid-March, it looks like your person's really going to be tapping into their feminine and masculine side in terms of their connection to soul, to Source, to you, to this connection, because there's some sort of strong soulmate tie, soul twin tie, and they're going to really be tapping into that energy. And they're going to be feeling that power that allows them to feel like they are finally listening to their soul, their intuition, their emotion, to guide them toward the things that they need to do in this life. And it's overcoming this loss. This is a strong sense of withdrawal, avoiding, escaping, blocking, pushing. That's this energy showing up again here in their actions. But it's being overcome by divine feminine, divine masculine energy, very heavenly, strong, connected to your soul. Whatever the energy between you also is firing up and lifting them out of that. So we do have a little bit of escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing, but the two preceding energies are just so beautiful. So happy to see that for you guys on this side, because we needed something. You've got very spiritual energy here and here, Aqua. Let's see what else we've got here. Out of curiosity, what did we get? The Tower, very interesting. 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, our 10 of Swords, 9 of Coins, 8 of Coins, 10 of Coins. Yeah, we got a lot of coins, so a lot of focused on, you know, your money, building up your strength, your life, taking things slowly, how you can make things more structured and secure. But also there's a sense of things crumbling, things being in an upheaval, and allowing letting go or a loss altogether, and pushing through. Even though you're circling a bit around it, the encouragement is to focus upward, not downward, and really tap into that sense that you already have within you, which is your destiny, your fate. You know, listen to what your intuition is telling you, your soul is guiding you toward, to get you out of that energy of circling around loss. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the last encouragement here. We did get the 2323 endless cycles, which I referred to a couple of times, which we see a lot throughout this reading. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive patterns, transformation. That's everything that we were just talking about. 2323 is also a value of 10. So again, we get a 10 here, a 10 here, a 10 here. This is all about endings and new beginnings. You may find yourself repeatedly resisting truths, certain truths, leading to feelings of exhaustion, which we got from this side, and limitation. It's time to decide to live authentically for yourself, embracing your passion. By making this change, the world around you will begin to follow suit, breaking the cycles and fostering transformation. So this is a strong encouragement around needing that transformative energy to bring you through your soul's lessons, out of fear, into love, out of survival mode, into living prosperity, out of escaping, into connecting. Yeah, so really beautiful overall, even though something's very painful or at a loss here. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the numbers and the soul energies all together. All right, we do get our 8 and our Hermit. We have our 10 here. This is our 3. We have another 10. We've got a lot of 1s in this reading. 6 and 9. 3. Our Tower, our Knight, which is our 3, our 2, another 1 here. So we do get a 111 on this side of the connection for Aquas. You may be seeing 111 as confirmation. This is for you. We have a lot of energy focused as well on, let's see, our Tower is also an Aries energy. I see it at least as an Aries. So this is also an Aqua energy. And we also have a strong Gemini energy showing up, and a strong Virgo. We also have a Taurus energy. So that's what we got on this side. This is a strong soul energy here and here. And of course we got our soulmate energy as well. And of course our 111. On this side of the energy, let's see what we get. And this is our 10 and a 6, which is a 7. All right, on this side of the energy, we do have 3, 2, 6. We get a 1, 5, 4, 7, 5, 1, 4, 4, 2 5s, another 1, 3, 3 5s, an 8, a 9, a 3. All right, so we do get a 111 on this side as well. So the masculine or feminine energy on this side, whoever you are, you may be seeing a 111 as well as confirmation for you. We also get a 555. So this person on this side of the energy is going to be going through a lot of changes. This is very strong Changes in unavoidable. You're going to maybe have some tensions through it, overcoming obstacles, which is what we see. You're perfectly capable of overcoming those obstacles. A lot of them may have to do with loss in the connection itself, of the connection. But you're going through transformation, endless cycles. And yes, there's also another one here at the center. Let's see what soulful energies we get on this side. We got our Hierophant, Magician, Queen of Wands. All right, so these are the soulful energies that we have that are very connected to the soul of the connection itself, or spirit. We do have soulmate, soul twin, soulmate, soul twin. Psychic connected to your spirit, soulmate energy, divine masculine, soulmate, soul twin, Queen of Wands, soul contracts energy. So this is what we have for you. Thank you so much for joining. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on what's going on with you. And I will see you guys or talk to you guys in the next 30 days. Thank you so much for joining.